If your Instagram profile isn't optimized for the algorithm in 2026, you could be getting tons of views but still never sign a client. In 2026, your Instagram is no longer just a cute profile that people like the aesthetic of. It's your business card. It's no longer just the bio for aesthetic posts, but it's a conversion asset for your coaching business. Having a good profile will instantly get your dream clients to trust you, know what you're about, and know that you're the one for them in one site. If you don't know me, my name is Mava, and I help female coaches build personal brands that actually bring them more coaching clients instead of just views. I've gotten my clients and I results like these by having a clear profile and a proven system to actually get more clients with our personal brand. If you're a female coach, then watch until the end of this video and I'll show you exactly how to optimize your profile in 2026 so that the algorithm pushes you and clients trust you from one site. Let's get straight into it. The first thing that we need to optimize in your profile is your username and your name field. These actually play a really crucial role, even though it seems just like a small detail. On your profile, your username is going to be the one thing that people type in to actually find your profile, and your name field is actually going to play a much more important role than you might think. First of all, for your username, you want to keep it as simple as possible. Don't try to add too many underscores, random numbers, or random words that have nothing to do with you. Just have your first and last name, and that's it. If Instagram tells you that your first and last name together isn't available, just add in a dot, but keep it clean and simple. Now, the second thing is going to be your name field. We want to keep this clean and also optimize it in a way where you can actually stand out in your industry. Meaning you first want to have your full name, and then you want to add in a dash and put in a keyword of what kind of coach you actually are. So for example, with my profile, I put in that I'm a personal brand coach, but if you're a girl in wellness or even mindset coaching, you need to mention that specifically. Because Instagram actually uses your name field in search bars. Meaning when somebody tries to search up for a mindset coach or a wellness coach or a fitness coach, if they type in fitness coach in the search bar, Instagram is going to prioritize the profiles that actually have the word fitness coach in their name field. So it's super important that you organize your profile this way so that you can actually stand out when people try and search for a coach like yourself. The second thing that we need to focus on is the profile. I see so many women making mistakes with these by having random pictures or pictures that are just way too dark to see. So you want to make sure that your profile picture isn't a logo, that it's not any random pic, or that it's not too dark. You want to make sure that your profile picture is clean, clear, and makes you look confident. If you're a fitness coach, you can add in your physique to make it obvious that you are who you say you are. The first thing that people see before they even click on your profile is your profile picture. And the quality and the clarity of your profile picture is going to determine whether or not they actually click on it. If somebody is looking for a fitness or a wellness coach, they're going to look for that one girl who obviously has a good physique first glance. When you have a clear picture, this actually builds trust that you are a real person, meaning higher profile trust and higher follow-through actions, meaning clicks and follows. If you're a woman in the fitness niche, having your physique is probably going to be the best option to actually make yourself stand out. But if you're a woman in another niche that doesn't really associate with being able to show your physique, make sure that you just have a clear picture of your face. Next is bio structure. Your bio structure is the one thing that gets people to look at your profile and see in 2 seconds who you are, who you help, and what you actually help people with. A bad example of a bio structure is having a bio that doesn't showcase your offer, who you help. It's having a brand code in your bio that nobody actually clicks through, or having a link to your TikTok which doesn't lead to anything at all. Instead, you want to make sure that your bio actually communicates clarity over creativity. The first sentence that you want to have in your bio is communicating who you help and what you help them with. This is basically outlining your offer in one sentence. So for example, in my bio, I mentioned that I help women and female coaches build personal brands that bring in more clients for their offer. And for example, with my own client here, she wrote a bio where she talks about how she helps busy 9-to-5 women in their 20s to 30s naturally glow up and build a healthy lifestyle they actually enjoy. A lot of coaches out there are going to have such a broad first line. And if that's the case, how are you actually going to stand out? You need to make sure that you communicate your offer in the right messaging specifically to the people that you want to target. Don't have a bio that talks about how I help women lose 10 pounds in 3 months. That's way too generic. Get specific. A bonus that you could also have in your bio that is super effective is showing credibility firsthand. This could be mentioning in the first sentence, for example, that you lost a certain amount of weight in a certain amount of time frame and achieved a certain outcome. This shows that you went through a transformation that you can actually help others transform with as well. So to structure your bio, have a sentence that shows your credibility, have a sentence that shows who you help and how you help them, and then have a call to action, which we're going to dive into right now. So for example, if you're a fitness coach and let's say you were a nurse before, here's a bio example that you could actually write out. I lost 15 pounds in 1.5 months and built my dream body. I now help busy nurses build a healthy body and lifestyle. DM me fit to work with me one-on-one. Again, as you can see, it's super important that you specify exactly who you help so that when people hop on your profile, it disqualifies them immediately if they're not somebody you can actually help. Now coming down to the bio call to action. And I see so many women already messed up with this from the get-go, which is having a link tree in their bio. That is the last thing that you want to do because then it creates so much friction from somebody that could be a buyer to then reaching out to you because there's so much friction in the middle that it gets them confused and overwhelmed. You want to make sure that you only have one clear call to action that leads them to the next step that they need. And another thing is that your call to action must match your audience awareness. Let me explain. There are three main types of call to actions that you could actually add to your profile as a conversion trigger. The first one is a DM-based call to action. The second one is an application-based call to action. And the third one is a free value-based call to action. For DM-based call to action, this is going to be for more of a niched audience. If you have a smaller profile that's very specific in who you help, having a DM-based call to action is probably going to be the best option for you. If you have more of a broader audience, you could have an application form in your bio that people can instantly apply to if they're looking to work with you. If you have a big audience, having a free value in your bio that redirects them, let's say, to your YouTube channel is going to be a really good option as well. If you're looking for a DM-based approach, one thing that you could just mention is DM me the word peach, let's say, to work with me one-on-one. If it's an application, just add in your application link, tell them to apply if they want to work with you one-on-one. And if it's a free value, add in the link to the value and tell them, for example, the title of your YouTube video. In my case, it could be how I made $12,000 from 4 Instagram followers by using the brand funnel. Next is going to be Instagram highlights. Most women undermine the importance of having good Instagram stories. Instagram stories are the one thing that get you closest to your warmest leads, meaning the people that have the highest intent to actually connect with you. For your Instagram stories, a bad example would be to only post lifestyle content, having random reposts, and not really having a structure that people can follow to understand more about who you are authentically behind the scenes and everything about your life. So for you to have a high quality highlight base, you need to make it strategic. This could be, for example, having a start here highlight, which is the first one that people see and can click on to go over your offer, your story, and understand everything about who you are and who you help. Then, of course, you can show some behind the scenes like meals, supplements that you take, and progress that you made in the gym. Instagram stories come down to two things. It's giving people the green light to actually work with you after they've seen all your content, they know who you are, and also showing the behind the scenes of who you are authentically. So make sure to go reorganize your highlights in a way that will be able to show who you are authentically, meaning the behind the scenes of your life, and also your offer in a very simple way. Last but not least, we have pinned posts. You only want to have 3 main pinned posts. One could be a carousel or a reel of your story. If you're posting connecting content or storytelling content, you can pin the one that communicates your story best or the one that got most views. The second pinned post that you want to have is a super valuable reel that can actually give a step-by-step guide on how you would help your dream client. And at the end, make sure that this reel actually gives them a call to action to get access to a lead magnet, for example. Just make sure that this second reel that you pin is super valuable and it's a step-by-step process that's implementable. And the third pin post that you want to have is a client result. So this could be a reel about a client result or a carousel about a specific case study. Optimizing your profile this way is not just about trying to look professional and trying to have even more aesthetics. It's about clarity, intent, strategy, and leadership. By having your profile optimized this way, you remove as much friction as possible for a dream buyer to actually get in contact with you. I can speak from personal experience. There has been so many times where I've tried to get in contact with different businesses and different coaches, and it's just been so complicated to the point where I didn't even want to work with them. And I'm telling you, the algorithm in 2026 rewards women and profiles that guide people, not confuse them. But this is also just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to building a magnetic personal brand. If you want me to help you build a personal brand that actually brings in more clients for your coaching business, book a call with me below and let's chat.